Happy New Year's! Day one on 1/1. 40 days to discover your greatest superpowers. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I hope you're ready. I hope you're not ready. I hope you're just jumping in and going for it. Um, I'm going to give you kind of the outline of what this program is about, and I'm going to begin with a little bit of an introduction. So 14 years ago, you may have heard it in my TikToks, in my Facebooks, in my Instagrams, like all over the place. Yeah, 14 years ago, it was yoga and meditation that saved my life. And so I wanted to be sure. And once I started feeling so good, like in my physical body and in my mind and in my heart, I wanted to just share that with everyone. And in 2010, I became a yoga teacher. I went through my 200 hours at Nama Spa Yoga here in Bend, Oregon. And it was just an opportunity to share all the great stuff that I learned. I was feeling so good. And I knew that this was a gift. Yoga and meditation has been around for 5,000 years. So, not growing up in a community where really where yoga was um, accessible, it just felt like such a gift, and I wanted to share it. So that's why I began teaching. And the best thing is now they're starting to do research and studies on what yoga and meditation does for the body, does for the mind and the spirit. As a young girl, I was a sexual assault survivor, and I was very empathetic to picking up and being super sensitive to things people would tell me. And as a sexual assault survivor, as many children, 80% of those kids then have to deal with the like assaults as an adult. And I wanted to let people know that they don't have to go through their healing process alone. Like we're all in this together. We get to figure this out together. And as now that I'm a 48-year-old single female in, the mountains of Oregon, I want to make sure that people know that they don't have to heal on their own, that this is a community. Sorry, I've got people coming in. This is a community, and dogs barking, of course, that we get to come together and just be in a place of support. So with yoga being around for so long, I knew that there was a gift, and I knew that as I was able to get off like all of the SSRIs, and those are like the Zolofts and the Lexapros that they weren't helping my anxiety, they weren't helping my depression, they weren't helping my PTSD of what it was that I had been dealing with. I had gone through the sexual assaults. I had gone through dealing with suicides, of losing a loved one, of losing fellow friends to suicide, of finding a suicide myself, and being shot at, and just the crazy things that happen in life, and how these can be then different triggers. It's been through yoga and meditation that I finally realized, like, my heart is healed, my body is healing. And if we want layers to heal, the universe is going to give us layers. They talk about peeling the onion. We get to decide when we want to truly be healed, like in our body, in our mind, in our hearts. And so I wanted to create a gift. I wanted to create a gift of a 40-day like self-help program. I've been through many of them myself. I have taught different programs, and there's something very special about 40 days. 40 days, it changes the neural pathways in our brains to create new habits. In the spiritual world, 40 days is also um very prevalent. You think about like Noah and the ark, you think about Buddha sat under the Bodhi tree for 40 days. And so in body, mind, spirit, what can we do, puppies, in 40 days to truly help us? So this is a new experience. I look forward to your feedback. I've got a community page on Facebook set up for you guys. 40 days to discover your greatest superpowers. And please go ahead, jump in Facebook, like the page. And that's where I'm going to be offering like different links for meditation, different links for yoga, different tips that I have learned throughout my 14 years to share to others. And so all of that information will be on that page. So go check it out on Facebook. And I'm just going to be sharing information also along the way, like through the different BoRam Yoga social media platforms, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, here live on YouTube. You may have already checked out some of my incredible yoga videos. They're hilarious, actually. They're kind of hinky, but whatever. Hey, I was giving it a go, and it's an option for you. And that's what I want to create. I want to create options. With our 40-day program, there's going to be a weekly theme. Every theme is got or every week has got a theme, and we will get stop barking. I love my puppies. Every week we get to use our theme and have that as our focus, as our mantra as we check things out. Of course, it's now chaos as I'm trying to record. Lovely. But we're just going with it because it's equanimity. Flow with life as life flows with us. Our very first theme, week 1, is why not? Why not now? Why now? Like, really, the why. Like, why are you here? Get focused on what it is that you're creating. The why, the now, the being present of like, this is my brand new start. This is my new year. This is what I get to do and focus on for this next week. I'm like, why am I doing this? What is it that I want to create and discover in my superpower so that I know I can create an epic 2023? So just use the rest of today and get solid with the why. Like, why am I here? With each day, I will be putting up posts of, daily things to think about, inspiration, quotes that you can check out to see if, to kind of help you like along your path, because I want to commend you really for doing the work. It takes a lot to really get focused and to go inward. And it can be scary as fuck, you guys. I get it. Like, I've been there. And doing the work and showing up is like your true authentic self is the best thing that not only you can do for the world, but that you can do for yourself. If you're feeling good, everybody else around you is going to be feeling good as well. And so keep that in mind. Put yourself at the top of your list of things that are most important. You do good, everyone else will do good. So we'll have our weekly theme. Now, I have created a 94-page workbook. I was hoping to have it ready for Amazon that you guys could order, but I'm not very technical. I will be completely honest. So if anybody understands KDP and Amazon publishing, that kind of stuff, would love your help. But right now I have, it's a PDF file. It's a workbook that you can print out. And, or I also have a link to it that if you want to keep it digital, I will send you the link to just write in the PDF file directly so that everything can be, right at your computer. If you would like the workbook, Venmo BoRam Yoga, $10. And along with your email address with the title 40 days. And I will get that email to you just as soon as I get your email address. It's all ready to go. And with the workbook, I'll be putting up different sample pages on the Facebook page so you can get an idea, but it'll have like all the themes. It'll have the commitments. It'll have a daily space to journal. Like, how are you feeling? Journaling, like, where are you at? How much water you drink? And it's all broken down day to day for your next 40 days. So if you would like the BoRam Yoga 40 days to discover your greatest superpowers workbook, Venmo BoRam Yoga, $10. Then on also our Facebook page, I have put a couple of my favorite links on in regards to meditations. There are several different spots that I love to go to when I'm meditating for like either guided meditations for ambient sounds or even like using malas, like mala beads or not using mala beads. There's all kinds of options. So I've got a few links in there. And then I also created a couple links for you guys in regards to where to go for yoga. There is my studio that I practice at here in Bend, Oregon, Namaspa Yoga. I love them, and they've got a great go live program. You log in and you can get unlimited yoga for $25 if you want to go that route. There's also podcasts where you can get free yoga. And I'll kind of helped navigate because there is so much information out there to kind of like what to search and how to search for it so you can get actual yoga classes and not just discussions on yoga, because a lot of people like to talk about it. Mukha Yoga also has the meditations. And if you're needing anything for your yoga practice, Mukha Yoga, it's in the link on our Facebook page. That is actually one of my favorite companies to order from. It's owned by a local yoga teacher also here in Bend, Oregon. Can you tell where I live, y'all? Bend, Oregon. It's a great little spot. Sharon Page has been building her website and she does a beautiful job. She has so many yoga resources on her page, and I have a direct link to her free meditations, and they are quite lovely. Also, on our Facebook page, if you have questions that are coming up, if you have concerns, if you're not sure about one thing or another, put them on there. And that's where like I'll come in, or even like our community, we can all just like be of support. If you're trying to access a pose or you can't get focused in your meditation, put it out there and we can offer you advice or ideas or opportunities to get a little more focused with meditation or your yoga. And with daily meditation and daily yoga, I encourage you to commit to daily writing down your food intake and your beverage intake. Now, this isn't saying like no more coffee. Well, no, forget about it. Like Sadhguru tells us, he's like, eat what you want. You're going to die anyways. Enjoy life. And if you're wanting to enjoy life longer, well, eat healthier. If you don't care, eat the frozen pizza. I get it. So you get to choose how it is that you want to like fuel your body. Do you want to put in processed food? Do you want to put in chemicals or caffeine or alcohol? Or do you want to put in whole food? Think about like if you're at the grocery market, how far is that banana traveled? Like if you're right next door to where they grow bananas, fantastic. If your bananas are coming from Mexico, maybe try some local fruit or vegetables that are of your area and of the season. It's very Ayurvedic to eat of the terroir that you live in and of the season and the time of year. So things to just think about, because you're just creating an awareness of what it is you're putting in your body. And make sure you journal how much water you drink. Very important to stay hydrated. Check in daily with your moods. And this is all in your journal. This is your journal or your Boram Yoga 40 days workbook, whatever you choose. How are you feeling in the morning, in the evening? Like, what is your lesson for the day? What is your blessing for the day? I mean, your blessing for the day. What did you learn? And what were you thankful for? Those kinds of things are in the workbook. And those are going to be the kinds of reminders that I will offer you on a daily practice. So as you're journaling your day, I like to do this as I wind down at the end of my day, but it's also nice to start your journaling in the morning. Like, I'm going to set an intention. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel amazing, and I'm going to attract one random act of kindness. I'm going to give a random act of kindness, and I'm going to receive a random act of kindness. How lovely is that? Because we love it when the person in front of us is buying our coffee for us, right? And then it ends up being a domino effect. It's that kind of thing. So yeah, write it down in your journal, in your workbook, and it'll be a beautiful thing to look at the end of your 40 days. Because here's the thing, you guys. The more we get present on a day-to-day basis, and this is what yoga and meditation helps us do. It helps us to get present, because oftentimes we're looking so far out. And the thing is, where does anxiety come from? It comes from living in the future. Our depression comes from living in the past. If you look at the horizon, it simply is a receding line. It gets farther and farther away. But if you look in the past, sometimes we can get stuck and we can dwell on it. But if you look at the moment right now, like, how am I doing right now? That's what it's about. It's about staying present in the moment. So why? Why are you here today? What is it that you want to discover? Let me look at my notes to see if there's anything else. I will be dropping different, I probably won't go into any more of those amazing yoga classes that I recorded like 4 years ago. I'm probably going to just do different yoga shorts, like different yoga poses to help your back or help your shoulders, or suggest different yoga poses for better sleep and that sort of thing. So there might be some yoga shorts in there. There are going to be some guided meditations in there. Just little nuggets I'm going to drop throughout the week for you on the Facebook page and on mainly on the Facebook page and TikTok. Instagram is it's not my favorite. So that's going to be the basis of our 40 days to discover your greatest superpower program. So let me do a recap. First off, go to Facebook and jump on our fan page, 40 days to discover your greatest superpowers. That's going to be our community hub. Commit to meditating daily for 5 minutes in your first week. Commit to a 30-minute yoga practice 6 days a week. You get a day of rest. Commit to writing down what you put in your body, what you eat, what you drink, anything you consume, write it down. And then journal your day, how you're going to create your day or how you ended your day. And this is also going to help to create awareness of what your triggers are, what feels good, what doesn't feel good. And with these different steps, and there's going to be a thing in the Facebook page to commit to these things. And if you commit, you need to sign your name on the Facebook page. It just, trust me, if you're not going around meditating daily, I'm not going to be like, Martha, you didn't meditate. You got to come back and meditate. No. I'm not going to chase your ass. Like, this is you. Like, you get to decide whether you want to really like jump into this program or not. It's all you. You get to decide yes. You get to decide no. And I hope you're a yes for yourself to do the work because you deserve it. You deserve all the good shit in life. So this will be on our Facebook page, on our hub. Please go check it out. Ask the questions, add your input. Like, don't be afraid to use your voice. And and the other thing you need to commit to, dun dun dun, is checking out our weekly meetings for 40 days to discover your greatest superpowers. Every Sunday for the next 6 weeks, we will be live here on YouTube, 4:30 p.m. And this is where I'll introduce the new weekly theme and we'll have check-ins. So any of your questions on Facebook, I will address those on our live so that you can help other people. So never be afraid to ask. So meeting, yoga, meditation, write down what you're putting into your body and journal from your heart, journal from your spirit. And when I say spirit, this isn't a religious spirit. This isn't like, oh, I'm Catholic, I can't do yoga. No, this is your inner spirit, like what you're feeling in your heart. So that's your 40 days program. You're in it or you're not. Everything you can't make a wrong decision. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys as I put more information on Facebook and on TikTok. Let me know. This is just kind of the intro. Like, we're getting warmed up tonight. So be thinking, why? Why now? Like, why do I need to discover my superpowers now? I know for myself, and I'm going to kind of end this a little shorter. Usually these will be 30 minutes to an hour, but I will never go over an hour because I want to honor and respect your time. The last few years, they've kicked my ass. I'll just be completely honest. I lost a loved one to suicide. And it was a lot. It was a lot to take because the physical response from my body, my loved ones that I was trying to help deal with this loss, and then just trying to heal myself. There was so much, and I felt very alone in my healing process. And of course, I had a few other loved ones in my life that I was very fortunate to have, like mamas and aunties and uncles that are just amazing people, and my darling cousins. But it was a lot. And then I lost my grandmother. And then we had the pandemic and I lost my job. The jobs I was working just went away due to the pandemic. And I'm like, okay, and I fell to the dark place. And falling to the dark place in my struggle of just not wanting to be in this life anymore. I was done. I was truly done being in this life. And I knew I was a little bit in trouble when I was like, Mom, if I can't make it, I love you. But I fought, I kept fighting. And I realized in my darkest place, that's where I found my greatest light through my amazing counselor, who was also a yoga teacher, an extraordinary woman, through my loved ones that I got to count on, my dear friends. And I really started focusing on all the beautiful things in my life. I also started connecting with whole food eating, plant based medicine, psilocybin, cannabis. They're all legal here in Oregon. And there's beautiful shamanic ceremonies out there that I got out of my box that I didn't know about that truly helped in my healing. And and then after the pandemic, and then after this last year of getting fired, it came out of nowhere. I loved my job. I loved the people I was with, but they didn't love me back. And after some self reflection, I have no idea what happened to this day, but it's been a gift. It's been a gift to the universe because I get to completely follow my dream with Boram Yoga. I make yoga backpacks. And the coolest thing about the yoga backpacks I make, we're getting ready to back in 2017, I vetted manufacturers in India and Nepal because I wanted to pay it forward to the motherlands. And now I get this opportunity of time and space and learning the business side of yoga. And the manufacturer that's going to be making our backpacks are creating jobs for women that have escaped sex slavery, that have escaped sex trafficking jobs. And so being able to see the work that they're doing and now help to create these jobs that are global fair trade certified. They have 401ks, they have parenting classes, nutrition classes. I've been through their warehouses and they are beautiful, clean, lovely places to work at. And getting bigger and doing something better and kind of out of my own poor me self has been my saving grace because, like I said, when I was in my darkest place, it's when I really began to see the light within myself and know that, like, I am worthy, like, I am a good person. And I have the strength and the resilience to go out there and offer that for others. And so I want to do this program at least once a year. You guys are going to be my guineas. You got to give me feedback because I want to help others with whatever it is they're battling with, because sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than having to go and talk to either family or friends because the strangers can't judge us. They don't know us yet. So here we go. 40 days to discover your greatest superpowers. This is your platform. This is your community. This is your hub to create whatever it is that you need or you want. So yes, getting fired this year has been a gift. And in these last few years, I'm now in a place to be of service. I love to be of service as a yoga teacher and meditation teacher. And I thought this might be a lovely platform to reach other people that may not have access to yoga and to meditation or just the how-tos to navigate it all. So so just in closing there, I want to thank you for taking the time to connecting with us on our very first live 40 days to discover your greatest superpowers here at Boram Yoga. And starting tomorrow, January 2nd, I'll have the different postings on our Facebook community page for different yoga links, different meditation links, different ideas, options, all the stuff. And I'll keep adding to that every week, every day. And we're going to see what we create here. So thank you guys. Make your day extraordinary for you and enjoy the rest of your day one on 1/1 for 2023. Enjoy your evening. Namaste. Thank you so much.